Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're going beyond AI that just writes poems or creates images. We're
Mm.
talking AI that can actually DO things on your computer.
Oh,
Like seriously.
yeah.
Imagine coming back from lunch and bam!
Wow.
PowerPoint presentations magically done.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's the future this research is hinting at.
Yeah. And, it's all thanks to this system called PC Agent.
Hmm.
And what's so interesting about PC Agent is it's not just about, like, building bigger AI models.
Right.
It's about teaching AI to learn like WE do.
Okay, so we've got this research paper.
Right.
Generative AI research, PC agent. While you sleep, AI works a cognitive journey into digital world.
Mm.
It's all about creating an AI that can handle our digital work,
Uh-huh.
essentially becoming like our superpowered digital assistant.
Yeah.
But the real breakthrough here, it sounds like, is this human cognition transfer idea.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
Well, instead of just feeding an AI a bunch of data and hoping it figures things out, the researchers behind PC Agent are taking a different approach. They're trying to teach AI to understand the why behind our actions.
Okay.
Not just the what.
So it's not just mimicking our clicks and keystrokes.
Right.
It's actually trying to understand our thought processes.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
It is. That's what really sets PC Agent apart from other AI systems. It's not just about generating text or images.
Right.
It's about understanding and carrying out actions in the digital world,
Okay.
just like we do.
So how does this PC agent actually work? Is it like a super smart chatbot that lives inside my computer?
Not exactly. PC Agent is a multi-agent AI system.
Okay.
Think of it like a team of specialized AIs working together.
Right.
One agent might be great at understanding language,
Uh-huh.
while another is an expert at finding things on the screen, and they all collaborate to get the job done.
Ah. So teamwork makes the dream work, even in the world of AI.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And one of the things that makes PC Agent so impressive is that it's designed to tackle two of the biggest challenges in AI development:
Okay.
visual grounding and cognitive understanding.
Okay. Those sound pretty complex. Could you unpack those a bit for us?
Of course. So visual grounding
Yeah.
is all about AI being able to see and interact with things on a computer screen.
Okay.
Icons, buttons, text boxes, just like a human would.
Okay. So it's not just seeing a jumble of pixels.
Right.
It's actually understanding that that little square is a button.
Exactly.
And clicking it will open a menu.
Exactly. But visual grounding is only half the battle.
Right.
The real challenge is cognitive understanding. Getting AI to go beyond simply following instructions
Right.
and actually understand the context of a task, adapt to changes, and even make decisions based on what it sees on the screen.
So it's not just about clicking the right buttons.
Right.
It's about understanding why those buttons need to be clicked.
Exactly.
That sounds incredibly difficult.
It is. And that's where the brilliance of the researchers' approach really comes in.
Okay.
They developed this system called PC Tracker
Okay.
to help PC Agent learn from human experts, us.
Okay, so PC Tracker is like a spy program that records everything we do on our computers.
Well, not exactly a spy program.
Okay.
It's more like a helpful assistant
Right.
that's observing and learning from our actions.
Got it.
PC Tracker is a lightweight system that records human-computer interactions. But it's not just capturing what we click.
Okay.
It's capturing the context of those clicks.
Interesting. So it's not just recording that I clicked on the save button.
Right.
It's also understanding that I clicked on the save button because I finished editing a document
Exactly.
and wanted to make sure my changes were safe.
Precisely. They use something called cognition completion to make sense of our actions.
Okay.
So PC Tracker captures the raw data of our interactions, and then a really powerful large language model,
Right.
GPT-4, is used to figure out the meaning behind those actions
Okay.
and reconstruct the thought process behind them.
Wait, hold on. Did you say GPT-4? Isn't that the same technology behind those super realistic chatbots everyone's talking about?
That's right. And the researchers behind PC Agent realized that this technology
Okay.
could also be used to help AI understand human behavior in a much deeper way.
Okay, this is where my brain starts to hurt a little.
Okay.
Can you walk me through how this cognition completion actually works?
Of course. So it's actually a two-stage process. The
Yeah.
first stage is called action semantic completion.
Okay.
Think of it like having an AI assistant who watches you work and says, oh, you clicked on that button to open the settings menu.
So it's like giving a name to the action,
Yeah,
adding
yeah.
context to a simple click.
Exactly. But then it goes a step further. The second stage,
Okay.
called thought completion,
Right.
is all about reconstructing the human thought process behind each action.
Okay, so it's not just understanding what I did,
Yeah.
but why I did it?
Precisely. To do this, they feed GPT-4 a bunch of information.
Okay.
The task description, the actions that came before and after the click, and even a screenshot of the computer screen at that moment.
Right.
And by considering all of this information,
Right.
GPT-4 can actually figure out things like whether you were trying to achieve a specific goal,
Okay.
exploring different options, or even trying to recover from a mistake.
Wow, that's some serious mind reading.
Well, maybe not mind reading exactly,
Right.
but it's definitely a big step towards AI understanding us better.
So we've got PC Tracker recording our actions and thoughts.
Right.
But how does that translate into PC Agent actually being able to do our work?
That's where this multi-agent system really comes into play.
Okay.
PC Agent consists of two main AI agents, the planning agent
Right.
and the grounding agent.
Okay, so 2 agents, 2 jobs. What does each agent do?
We'll think of the planning agent as the brain of the operation.
Okay.
It analyzes the data from PC Tracker, figures out what needs to be done to complete a task, and comes up with a plan.
Okay, so the planning agent is the strategist,
Yes.
the one calling the shots. What about the grounding agent? What's its role?
The grounding agent is the one that actually interacts with the computer.
Okay.
It's the hands that do the clicking, the typing, the dragging and dropping.
So it's like the planning agent says, we need to insert a picture here.
Right.
And the grounding agent figures out how to actually make that happen on the screen.
Got it. And the grounding agent isn't just blindly following orders.
Yeah.
It actually has this built-in self-validation mechanism.
Self-validation. You mean it double checks its work?
That's right. After it generates the coordinates for a click,
Okay.
it gets feedback from the computer system
Okay.
to make sure that it actually clicked on the right thing.
Right.
And if there's a mismatch,
Okay.
it tries again until it gets it right.
Okay, so it's like having a very meticulous assistant who's always double-checking their work. So how well does this whole system actually work? Can PC Agent really create a decent PowerPoint presentation? That seems like a pretty complex task.
Well, that's exactly what the researchers wanted to find out.
Okay.
They chose PowerPoint presentation creation as their test case because it involves a lot of different skills.
Right.
Searching the web, copying and pasting, formatting text, adding images,
Okay.
and so on.
It's like a digital obstacle course for AI.
Exactly. And here's the really impressive part.
Okay.
PC Agent was only trained on 133 cognitive trajectories.
Okay.
That's a tiny amount of data compared to what's typically used to train AI systems.
Right.
It's like learning to cook a gourmet meal
Uh-huh.
by watching just a handful of cooking videos.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. What were the results? Can PC Agent actually make a decent PowerPoint?
The results are pretty incredible, actually.
Okay.
PC Agent was able to create PowerPoint presentations with practical utility. We're talking presentations with multiple slides, images, text, the whole shebang. It could even execute complex sequences of up to 50 steps.
50 steps.
Yeah.
That's wild. But I'm curious, what kinds of presentations was it actually making?
Well, they tested it on 2 specific use cases.
Okay.
First, they gave it detailed instructions to create multi-page presentations with specific content and designs. And PC Agent was able to follow those instructions
Okay.
and create presentations that were actually usable.
So it's not just slapping together random slides, it's
Right.
actually understanding the requirements
Yeah.
and delivering a finished product.
Exactly. And the second use case was even more impressive.
Okay.
They gave PT Agent a poster template
Uh-huh.
and asked it to create personalized introductions for a bunch of different Turing Award winners.
Wow.
This involved searching the web, finding images, putting it all together,
Right.
and doing it over and over again for each individual.
So it was like batch processing, automating those repetitive tasks that can take up so much time.
Precisely. And while PC Agent didn't have a perfect success rate, it was able to complete a significant number of the posters correctly,
Right.
demonstrating its potential for automating those tedious tasks.
This is all incredibly exciting. It sounds like PC Agent is really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Yeah.
But I imagine there were some challenges along the way. Did the researchers encounter any roadblocks during their testing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
No system is perfect, and PC Agent is still in its early stages of development.
Right.
One of the biggest challenges they faced was error recovery.
Okay.
If something went wrong during a task,
Uh-huh.
PC Agent often struggled to get back on track.
Okay.
It's a bit like a student driver.
Okay.
Great on a clear road,
Yeah.
but gets flustered when things get complicated.
Makes sense. It sounds like PC Agent still needs a bit more experience
Yeah.
before it can handle the chaos of the real world. Were there any other interesting findings from the testing phase?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
They found that the clarity of the instructions had a huge impact on PC Agent's performance.
Okay.
The more detailed and specific the instructions,
Mm-hmm.
the better it performed.
Okay.
Vague instructions often led to PC Agent opting for quick and easy solutions,
Yeah.
even if they weren't exactly what the user had in mind.
So it's like working with any other assistant, clear communication is key. But I'm curious to hear more about the potential of this technology. What are the researchers saying about the future of PC Agent?
One of the most exciting things about this research
Uh-huh.
is that it opens up like a whole new world of possibilities for human-computer interaction.
Yeah.
We're talking about AI that can help us with
Oh.
all sorts of complex tasks,
Right.
from analyzing data and writing reports to even coding software.
It sounds like we're talking about a future where AI isn't just a tool,
Right.
but a true partner in productivity. But let's bring it back down to earth for a second.
Okay.
PC Agent is still in its early stages,
Right.
and the researchers have been very upfront about the need for further research.
Right.
What are some of the key areas they're focusing on?
One of the big ones is scaling up.
Okay.
Right now, PC Agent has shown great results in PowerPoint,
Mm-hmm.
but it needs to be tested on a much wider range of software and tasks.
Right.
Think
Yeah.
about all the different programs and applications you use on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That's the level of versatility we're ultimately aiming for.
So it's like taking PC Agent out of the PowerPoint playground
Yeah.
and into the real world of complex digital work.
Right.
What other challenges are the researchers hoping to tackle?
Another major focus is improving robustness
Okay.
and long-term planning.
Okay.
Right now,
Yeah.
PC Agent is still a bit prone to errors,
Mm-hmm.
especially if something unexpected happens.
Right.
And it's not quite as good as a human at planning out a complex task
Mm-hmm.
that requires multiple steps and decisions.
So it's like PC Agent can follow a recipe,
Yeah.
but it might not be able to improvise if an ingredient is missing
Right.
or the oven temperature is off.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And the researchers believe that recent advances in large language models, particularly in their reasoning capabilities,
Uh-huh.
could be the key to overcoming these challenges.
So as those language models get even smarter,
Right.
they'll be able to equip AI agents like PC Agent with better error handling and planning skills. Are there any other areas where PC Agent could use some improvement?
One specific challenge they highlighted is handling more complex mouse actions.
Okay,
Things like drag and drop and scrolling.
great.
Those actions might seem simple to us,
Yeah.
but they actually involve a lot of spatial reasoning
Mm-hmm.
and an understanding of how different elements on the screen relate to each other.
Now that you mention it, I can see how that would be tricky for AI.
Right.
Dragging and dropping files,
Huh.
resizing windows,
Yeah.
scrolling through long documents. Those all require a very intuitive understanding of the visual layout and
Yeah.
how things interact.
Exactly. And right now,
Yeah.
PC Agent relies heavily on click-based interactions.
Right.
It doesn't really track the movement of the mouse cursor,
Mm.
which simplifies things,
Right.
but also limits its ability to handle those more nuanced actions.
So future versions of PC Agent might need to incorporate a more sophisticated understanding of how we use the mouse, not just where we click.
Right.
But you mentioned earlier that PC Tracker has two recording modes,
Yes.
task-oriented and non-task-oriented.
Right.
What's the significance of that non-task-oriented data?
Well, the researchers believe that the vast amount of non-task-oriented data,
Mm-hmm.
all those everyday interactions we have with our computers,
Okay.
could be a gold mine for training even more capable AI agents.
Right.
It's a treasure trove of information about how humans use computers
Yeah.
in their natural environment,
Uh-huh.
not just when they're focused on a specific task.
So all those times I'm browsing the web,
Right.
checking email,
Uh-huh.
fiddling with settings.
Yeah.
That's all valuable data for AI training.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's like giving an AI a crash course in being human on a computer.
Right.
This data could be used to pre-train AI models,
Mm-hmm.
giving them a better understanding
Uh.
of basic interaction patterns
Okay.
and user preferences
Right.
even before they're trained on specific tasks.
That's fascinating. It sounds like we're moving towards a future
Yeah.
where AI is trained not just on specific tasks, but on the whole spectrum of human behavior.
That's exactly right. And the researchers also pointed out that we need new ways to evaluate the performance of these complex AI agents.
Okay.
Traditional metrics,
Yeah.
like success rate on a simple task,
Right.
aren't really sufficient
Yeah.
for evaluating something like presentation creation.
That makes sense. A PowerPoint presentation could be technically correct.
Right.
All the text and images are in the right place, but still be a total mess from a design standpoint.
Exactly. We need to develop evaluation frameworks that can assess the quality of the output in a more holistic way,
Okay.
considering things like human preferences, aesthetic quality,
Right.
and overall effectiveness.
So we need a way to measure
Yeah.
not just whether the AI did the task,
Right.
but how well it did it. That seems like a pretty tough challenge.
It is, but it's a crucial challenge to overcome
Right.
if we want to develop AI systems that can truly be trusted to handle complex work.
Speaking of challenges, we touched on this earlier.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth revisiting.
Okay.
This whole idea of AI understanding our thought processes has some pretty significant implications, doesn't it?
Absolutely. On the one hand, this technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we work and live.
Right.
Imagine AI that can anticipate our needs, learn from our mistakes, and help us be more creative and productive.
Wow.
It's like having a superpowered personal assistant.
Right.
Who knows you better than you know yourself?
That sounds amazing, but I also hear a but coming.
But we need to be mindful of the potential risks.
Right.
If AI can understand our thought processes,
Yeah.
what's to stop it from being used to manipulate us
Right.
or exploit our weaknesses? It's a question we need to be asking ourselves now
Right.
as this technology is being developed.
So it's not just about making AI smarter. It's about making sure it's used ethically and responsibly.
Exactly. It's a conversation that needs to involve researchers,
Right.
developers, policymakers, and the public. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
Well said. Speaking of shaping the future,
Yeah.
I was really excited to learn that the researchers behind PC Agent have open-sourced PC Tracker,
Yes.
the tool they use to collect all that valuable human-computer interaction data.
That's a fantastic development. By making their tools and methods available to the research community,
Right.
they're accelerating progress in this field and empowering others to build on their work.
Yeah.
It's a true testament to the power of collaboration
Right.
and knowledge sharing.
It's like they've opened up the recipe book for creating AI that understands human cognition
Yeah.
and invited everyone to come and cook up something amazing.
I love that analogy. This research has opened up so many exciting avenues for exploration.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what the future holds for PC Agent and for this entire field of human-computer interaction.
Me too. It's clear that we're on the cusp of a major transformation
Yeah.
in the way we work and interact with technology.
Right.
And PC Agent is just one example of the incredible innovations that are emerging from this rapidly evolving field.
Welcome back. It's
Yeah.
been quite a journey exploring this whole world of PC Agent and this whole idea of human cognition transfer. My mind is buzzing with possibilities. I don't know about you.
Mine too. I think what's most striking about this research is that it really shifts our perspective on the relationship between humans and AI.
Yeah.
It's not just about AI being a tool that we use.
It's about AI understanding how WE think and work and using that knowledge to become a true partner in productivity.
Yeah, it's almost like the AI is apprenticing under a master craftsman, learning by watching.
Right.
And eventually becoming skilled enough to contribute to the work itself.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And just imagine what that could mean for the future of work.
Right.
You know, it could free us
Yeah.
from those tedious, repetitive tasks that drain our time and energy, allowing us to focus on the things we truly enjoy
Right.
and excel at.
It's almost like having an AI colleague who can handle all the grunt work while you get to focus on the big picture thinking and creative problem solving.
Exactly. But as with any powerful technology,
Right.
we need to be mindful of its implications.
Yeah.
You know, the researchers have been very clear about the need for open discussion and ethical considerations as this technology evolves.
That's a crucial point. We can't just focus on making AI smarter. We need to make sure it's being used in a way that aligns with our values and goals.
Absolutely. It's a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
Researchers, developers,
Right.
policymakers, and everyday users
Yeah.
all need to be part of the conversation.
Well, we've certainly given our listeners a lot to chew on today, but before we wrap up,
Okay.
I want to make sure everyone has the resources to explore this topic further. You can find a link to the original research paper on PC Agent in our show notes.
And for those who are interested in getting a little more hands-on,
Yeah.
remember that the PC Tracker tool has been open-sourced. You can actually download the code and experiment with it yourself.
We'll also include links to some articles and videos that discuss the broader implications of AI and human-computer interaction.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating and rapidly evolving field, and we encourage everyone to stay curious and engaged.
It's an exciting time to be following these developments.
Yeah,
And I have a feeling we're just at the tip of the iceberg.
I agree. So as you go about your day, interacting with all those digital devices, take a moment to ponder the possibilities. What if AI could truly understand your intentions, your goals,
Right.
your way of thinking?
Yeah.
What could you achieve together?
That's the question we all need to be asking ourselves. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and until next time, keep exploring.